Good afternoon, everyone, respected Dean Sir, faculty members, and dear students. It's my absolute honor to welcome you all on this special IIC cell activity, that is National Science Day. Today we celebrate not just science but the spirit of curiosity, innovation, and discovery that drives the humanity forward. Every year on 28th February, we mark this day in honor of the great Indian physicist Dr. C.V. Raman, who discovered the Raman effect and won the Nobel Prize in Physics. His contribution to the science has inspired the generation, and today we come together to continue that legacy. Science is not just about the formulas and experiments, it's about questioning, exploring, and finding the solutions to real world problems. To make this day more exciting, we have a lineup of fascinating activities that will showcase the talent and innovation ideas of our participants. Before we begin, it's my privilege to welcome our esteemed guest, Professor Dr. Abhinand Sir, BC Department Dean Sir. Their insights will surely inspire us all. Let's give a big round of applause, sir. Please come and bless us with your words.
Good afternoon, students. Very good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
That sounds better. First of all, I will definitely congratulate the organizing committee of this wonderful program for organizing on this special day. But at the same time, I am disappointed to see the number of audience also. I was expecting that the students should be present in large number, full of capacity in this hall, because this day is a very special day. So very good afternoon to all my dear students, my dear young minds, young talent of this particular great country, my colleagues sitting on the dais, Professor Sachin sir, Professor Namita Tyagi ma'am, Professor Anshul sir, Professor Saurdeep sir, as well as my colleagues from DJMC department who are here to ensure that the complete photography and videography of this important session must be conducted smoothly. Very good afternoon to all of you. Myself, Professor Dr. Abhinand, feel privileged enough to be invited by you on this particular occasion, that is National Science Day. Why I said that I was expecting a large number of students on this occasion, because my dear students, trust me, this particular day is a very special day, and this day is for you only. During the welcome address also, my colleague Namita ma'am mentioned something about National Science Day, that why this day is so important to us. Yes, she is right. National Science Day is commemorated to understand the importance of science and to mark the discovery of Raman effect by the great scientist and physicist Sir C.V. Ramanji, Sir Chandrasekhara Venkat Ramanji, who discovered Raman effect in 1928 and on 28th February itself. So just see the coincidence. The discovery and the coincidence go parallelly. 28th February 1928 was the day when he discovered Raman effect. I will talk about this Raman effect just after a while. And just after 2 years for his great discovery, for his great contribution in the field of science and technology. He got awarded with Nobel Prize in Physics. Please give a huge round of applause for this discovery. Nobel Prize in Physics. My dear students, we all are in academics, research and development. We all are the part of teaching learning process. Trust me, the highest award for an academician and researcher is nothing but the Nobel Prize. It's not a joke. And Sir C.V. Raman got that Nobel Prize for this Raman effect. Raman effect you can understand simply. Few of you might have studied physics, even in class 10th, 11th, 12th. It is basically explains the process of a scattering of light. When the light enters into a medium, you all know that it scatters with different vibrations and frequencies. And that's how you see the different colors, the beauty of science. And the best example to understand the importance of this Raman effect is nothing but, the color of a sky, the blue sky, the blue sea, the advanced sunrise, delayed sunset. These all are the real life examples which we witness in everyday life, and that is nothing but the credit goes to this Raman effect only. And that's why we all are fortunate enough that Professor C.V. Raman, Sir C.V. Raman was an Indian. Indian government understood the importance of this particular day, and then the Indian Council for Science, Technology and Communications in 1986 decided that this is a landmark day in the history of our country, and we must celebrate this day every year on 20th Feb itself. And then from 1987 onwards, every year we are celebrating National Science Day. I also would like to share with you that this National Science Day is not a day like any other day on which we celebrate and we remember something. So to make this day more important and more relevant, our country gives a theme, a particular theme to this particular day every year. And I am quite sure that you might have heard or you have studied the theme of National Science Day for 2025. The theme is so good, so vibrant. The theme is related with the young mind, empowering young mind for global leadership in science and innovation for Viksit Bharat. This is the theme for National Science Day of 2025. I repeat, empowering young mind for global leadership in science and innovation for Viksit Bharat. Just see the importance of this particular theme. How nicely it has been encouraged. That means a lot of emphasis and stress has been given on the young mind like you, on people like you, because science can empower your knowledge, your wisdom, your talent, your creativity, your innovative skills to make you a global leader across the globe in the area of innovation, in the area of science and technology. And this is the only mantra for Viksit Bharat. We all dream in our sleep, and we think that a day will come, अपना time आएगा, अपना time आएगा, सोचते हैं ना? So we dream high, we dream big. ये जो हम कहते हैं और सोचते हैं कि अपना टाइम आएगा, हम चाहते क्या हैं? हम चाहते हैं कि हम विकसित हो. We must grow. We must have prosperity in our life, in our career, in our future. But trust me, you cannot prosper, you cannot progress until your country, your society, your group progresses. This is the only mool mantra, and that's why the slogan is Viksit Bharat. That means if the country, our country, India, Bharat, if it progresses, if it develops, automatically things will develop. And that's why the contribution of our young mind, our young children like you is very, very important. Now the question arises, how will you contribute towards the progress of the country, towards the development of the country? You all know that nothing can happen automatically. So how you will contribute towards the development of the society, towards the welfare of the mankind? Here, science plays an important role. The importance of science in our life is something, an integral part. You cannot keep aside science on this side and you can be on the other side. It's not possible. If you witness the discovery of science in our life, since childhood, we are learning about Newton's law of motion, Newton's law of gravitation, and we all have studied that a scientist like Newton was sleeping in an orchard under an apple tree. Suddenly the apple fell down on his head, he got hurt, and then he started thinking, then how it happened? The apple was hanging well in the tree. How it is possible that the apple fell down on the ground? There is no external force which is visible. You all know in physics we have seen that force is an effect. Unless you apply force, there is no displacement. How it happened? Which force is there which is not visible, but practically it is pulling the things down? And then he discovered the law of gravitation, gravity. And it has become the universal truth, universal law of gravitation, that yes, it's true that Earth attracts every object towards its center. Law of gravitation. We all are aware. Likewise, you have so many examples. The simplest example we have given you. In electricity, in magnetism, in light, scattering of light, the Raman effect, and so many evident examples are there. If I come to your domain, as I said, science is something which is inside us. Science is something which makes us to understand. If you want to understand the world around you, you need to have science. If you try to understand how I am speaking, how I am standing, how I am moving, it is science. So science is basically helps us not only to understand, it also develops our thinking ability. We all are human beings. So God has given us intelligence. God has given us the power to think. God has given us power to manipulate the things, to manipulate the information, to utilize the information. It is science. We talk about physics, it is science. We talk about chemistry, it is science. We talk about bio, it is science. We talk about computer science. We talk about electrical science. We talk about information technology. That is your domain. The domain in in which you are doing your graduation, 100% it is application of science. You are learning mathematics, wherein you have formulas, you have derivations. One simple formula in mathematics I am sharing you, which will help you to understand that how science teaches us to be practical and to work in a team. What is the formula for a plus b whole square? Anyone? A plus b whole square? A square plus b square plus 2ab. Sit down. Right? This is the formula for a plus b whole square. Now it teaches us a great bonding. Because if you take these two numbers, get the square and add them separately, let's say 3 and 4, what is the answer? 3 square plus 4 square, 9 plus 16, 25. Right? Now if you add it together, 3 plus 4, 7. Take the square. A square plus b square plus 2ab. So 3 square plus 4 square plus 2 into a into b. How much it is now? कितना हो गया? 49. Obviously, it is greater than 25. That means this mathematical formula even enables you to understand that this plus 2ab, which is extra, tells you that you should work in team. You should work as a group. That is science. In chemistry, you learn formulas. These formulas means the chemical elements. They react together to form a compound. So this chemistry tells us to understand that this reaction is important, this combination is important. Unless you meet together, unless you join hands together, there is no possibility that a new product will be formed. Right? This is science. So my dear students, the beauty of science, the nature of science, the contribution of science in our life has gone to such an extent wherein today we all are using mobile phones, we all are using laptops, computers, and with the help of your mobile phones and laptops, we are able to perform all our important tasks. This is nothing but the contribution of science. So, my message with all these examples is to make you understand that make yourself important enough, relevant enough in this competitive world. Try to understand why, how and what. You get the answer of these three questions every time. Why this thing has happened? What is the reason? And how it has happened. Three things, three answers you always need to have. And nobody can give you the answer of these three questions excepting science. And the day and the moment you start getting answer for all these things, that means you are ready for innovations. You are ready with new innovative skills. You are ready with new techniques and ideas. So with this, I finish my talk. I congratulate all of you to be a part of this wonderful program, and I am quite sure that my colleagues who have organized this important day today to celebrate among all of us might have organized some activities, some sessions by our talented students also to showcase their abilities as well as to understand the contribution of science in our life. Thank you so much.
A very pleasant afternoon, everyone. So this is Team Nebula. We are Team Nebula. We are consisting of 4 members. This is Abhi, this is Samar, that's Ayush, and that's Aryan. So due to time shortage, we are going to summarize the presentation. So our project is divided into two parts, basically two phases, which is phase one and phase two. Phase one is kind of relevant in real time, which can be practicalized, and phase two is kind of an upgraded version of the same project. So let me explain the phase one of a project. So in phase one, Nebula 2.0 provides an application-based software, a voice chatbot, as well as a website. So over here, our basic motive is to help the patients of mental health problems. So, like in real time basis, there are many patients in today's world who are like not kind of that much satisfied with the mental health therapists, psychologists, and every other doctor related to this field. So many times a patient simply goes to a therapist and summarizes the problem. But sometimes the patient is kind of unsatisfied, or the therapist or the psychologist is not able to provide the complete solution of the same problem. So, in those cases, both to help the doctor as well as the patient, our project comes into reality. So, in some cases, sometimes the patient doesn't concludes the problem, or for example, it just concludes the problem into 60% or 70%, or like in either cases, the doctor doesn't understands the situation. So, in those cases, our project or basically our model is basically a prototype right now. It is going to scan the brain waves. Further on, this will be explained in phase two. I'm just like summarizing the whole project in few statements. So after, like, it's going to provide a full-on detail of what kind of mental health problem you're facing currently. Many people or the lay people in our land think that each and every single mental health patient is going to have depression or is having stress, or is just like many people are not even serious about the problem, right? So our project is going to specify the problem, whether it is depression, whether it is stress, whether it is just a normal panic attack, or like you're getting nervous, right? So after that, this is going to synchronize with the problem, going to provide you a day-to-day basis schedule and routine by which you can, like, grow with the problem as well as increase or decrease your symptoms. So in those cases, our project is going to help both the patient as well as the psychologist or the therapist. Now Samarth is going to get on the view and explain about the phase two of a project.
Good afternoon to everyone, and thank you, Abir, for passing the mic to me. As my fellow mates said, our project is divided into two phases, phase one and phase two. Phase one is purely online based. It's an application that you can talk to about. It's like an AI. It will help you to talk to you because people are so self-centered right now कि वो अपने बारे में बातें नहीं बता पाते. They're unable to talk about things. वो सोचते हैं कि लोग हमें जज करेंगे, and they're scared, right? वो अपने आप के बारे में बता नहीं पाते. But if you talk to a machine can't judge you, and that's a basic thing. If you're not scared of being judged by a machine, you can talk to it, you can express your emotions, and हमारी मशीन आपके इमोशंस के थ्रू जनरेट करेगी चीजें और आपको एक जनरेटेड चीज बना के देगी कि हाँ आपको ये चीज हो सकती है. Now I'm here to talk about the phase 2. Phase 2 हमारे प्रोजेक्ट को एक यूनिक एस्पेक्ट देता है. हमारा phase 2 बेसिकली मेडिकल पर्पस के लिए है, स्पेसिफिकली मेडिकल नेम में जाना चाहता है. एक मशीन होती है EEG मशीन. EEG मशीन हॉस्पिटल्स में यूज करी जाती है. बेसिकली साइकियाट्रिस्ट यूज करते हैं इस मशीन को. साइकियाट्रिस्ट ट्रूथ डिटेक्शन के लिए यूज करते हैं ज्यादातर इस चीज को कि हमारे ब्रेन है कुछ फ्रीक्वेंसीज जनरेट करता है, वेव्स जनरेट करता है, राइट. अब वो वेव्स को अगर हम प्रॉपर्ली देखें, एग्जामिन करें, हम चीजें बता सकते हैं बिना कुछ पूछे. लाइट डिटेक्शन आप सब जानते होंगे कैसे काम करता है, वो क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं और उनसे आपको आंसर्स मिलते हैं बिना किसी यस और नो के। उसी का यूज करके हम अपने एआई के साथ उसको कनेक्ट करना चाहेंगे। एंड फॉर द पेशेंट्स हु आर एक्चुअली अनेबल टू टॉक, बेड रिडन हो जाते हैं, बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स हो जाती हैं, यू सीन साइकियाट्रिस्ट केसेस बहुत सारे अजीब हो जाते हैं। एंड वी एज ह्यूमन, गॉड डिडंट मेक अस क्रूअल इनफ कि जो बंदा ऑलरेडी सफर कर रहा है हम उसको और करने दे सकें, उसको बेड पे ऐसे छोड़ दें। So we will connect this EEG machine to our AI, and then we'll provide it to the hospitals, to the doctors, so that a doctor can assess a patient who's bedridden, who's unable to talk, but and still can help him get through things or get even better, because a person who is still alive has still feelings, and we can't just leave him alone. Thank you for your time. That's our problem.
Good morning to the respected Dean sir and our respected faculty members and my friends are assembled here to listen me. I Rohan Chandra from BCA second year with my teammate Ritik Kumar. We are here with our prototype of our project, the firefighter robot. Okay, let's come to the topic. बेसिकली कुछ केसेस हम ऐसे देखते हैं जहाँ पे घरों में आग लग जाती है और हम लोग उसके बारे में टाइम पे अवेयर नहीं हो पाते हैं। हमको बहुत लेट पता चलता है कि ऐसा कोई एक्सीडेंट हो गया है और ये एक सेफ्टी इशू बन जाता है जब कोई छोटा बच्चा या ओल्ड पीपल घर पे अकेले हो, क्योंकि वो लोग इतने कैपेबल नहीं है कि वो सीधा पुलिस को या फायर ब्रिगेड को कॉल कर सके। छोटा बच्चा बिल्कुल नहीं कर सकता है, तो उसके लिए हमने एक डिवाइस बनाया है जो कि हमें एकदम इमीडिएट इनिशियल स्टेज पे नोटिफाई कर देगा कि कोई ऐसा एक्सीडेंट हुआ है। द फायर फाइटर रोबो, यू कैन सी दिस। इसमें हमने कुछ टेक्नोलॉजीज यूज की है जैसे माइक्रो कंट्रोलर एंड सेंसर्स लाइक फ्लेम सेंसर्स, सर्वो मोटर, GSM module for calling and SMS support, and GPS module। GPS module के थ्रू हम आपको उस लोकेशन के ट्रेस दे सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर एक्सीडेंट हुआ है और इसमें एक मिसिंग है वेब कैमरा। और कॉलिंग एंड SMS मॉड्यूल के थ्रू हम आपको नोटिफाई कर सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर लोकेशन पे इस तरीके से एक्सीडेंट हुआ है, जो आप वेरी इनिशियल स्टेज पे उसको एकदम से रोक सकते हैं, एक बड़ा हैवी लॉस होने से बचा सकते हैं। हाँ, तो एक आइडिया तभी सक्सेसफुल होता है जब वो इनोवेटिव हो। तो हमने थोड़ा रिसर्च किया और ये कुछ हमारे कॉम्पिटिटर्स है मार्केट में, अभी तक इनमें से किसी ने भी इनिशियल स्टेज पे कोई एक्सीडेंट रोकने के लिए इन्वेंशन नहीं किया है। सो इसलिए हमने इसको इन्वेंट किया है, और क्योंकि जैसे कि इनोवेशन आइडिया होता है वो एक अच्छा बिजनेस मॉडल बन सकता है। थैंक यू।
And originally for the Techathon recently conducted in the Science and Technology branch. So it is based on an Arduino Uno, a GSM module and a GPS tracker. So the idea behind this was that someone in distress can simply press a simple single button and their location can be shared with their designated phone number. The technology has practical applications in personal safety and tracking the people as desired. Users can activate the system with a switch, as I mentioned. The project highlights the potential of IoT to create accessible and small devices that everyone can access. The team so.
Seeing so much innovation, creativity and a passion for science come to life, it shows potential to contribute the world through the knowledge and discovery. A huge thanks of applause to our respected judges, deans, teachers and organizers for making this event successful, and of course a special applause for all the participants. Your efforts are truly commendable. Thank you all.